Reactions to glucofort. Until you see this, don't buy anything. As many as 1 in 10 people in the United States are at risk for developing type 2 diabetes. Prior to its widespread recognition among youths, young adults, and even children, this condition was thought to afflict only those over the age of 40. The fact that this condition has been linked to increased thirst and hunger as well as weariness and decreased vision, to name a few of the adverse symptoms, may make some people wonder, so what? Perhaps there are other ways to get the desired results more rapidly, such as using prescription medications? In addition to making changes to one's diet and exercise routine, all natural supplements should be examined, according to our research. Many of these ideas have been around for a while, but have just lately started making waves in society. Is there a balance to be struck here between scientific evidence and historical usage? Glucofort, an all-natural nutritional supplement, is the focus of this review. What does the name glucofort mean exactly? Diabetics with type 2 diabetes now have a new blood sugar support tool in their arsenal, glucofort. Following these suggestions, which include keeping blood sugar levels in check and boosting glucose metabolism, may help people live longer and healthier lives. A person's health would have improved as well since excess fat around the necks of many of our vital organs had disappeared. As a consequence of the story of one person, the health community of glucofort was born. More than 2 decades of experience in the area have made Andrew Freeman a licensed psychologist. He was taken completely by surprise when he learned he had type 2 diabetes, especially considering how health-conscious he had been up to that point. When confronted with high metformin doses and restrictions, he took the intentional choice to discover a safe and effective alternative. After months of inquiry, Andrew claims to have discovered a diabetes-reversing secret in Tibet. A series of events led to Andrew being introduced to Tibetan specialist Dr. June. Glucofort's mode of action is a mystery. Glucofort targets a particular molecular compound called as lipolysis, which causes fat to burst into flames in the circulation while also causing the arteries to harden simultaneously. As a result, the liver, pancreas, and cardiovascular system are all directly linked to the development of type 2 diabetes as a result of this fat supply. What do you think this substance may be? Upon further investigation, it was discovered to be ceramide. This fat cell accumulation is caused by these alien toxins, says Andrew. Starting with the liver and pancreas, they obstruct the heart and other vital organs. A blockage inside the pancreas, which is in charge of insulin production, would be quite problematic. It's a concern since insulin is the hormone that tells biological cells when glucose is available for consumption. Furthermore, when glucose is not used by vital cells and organs, it accumulates in the bloodstream and raises blood sugar levels as a result of this process. Inflamed arteries limit the flow of blood to the liver and the heart, as previously mentioned. Heart disease and fatty livers are more likely to occur because of this. Ceramides are flushed out of one's system by the diabetes-reversing process that glucofort activates. To avoid fat cells from traveling through the circulatory system and causing detrimental consequences, the body thinks this is enough. After gaining this fundamental knowledge, it becomes imperative to figure out how exactly these harmful compounds might be eliminated. Obviously, the most accurate technique is to check at the components list. Anti-hyperglycemic and antioxidant ingredients abound in glucofort, a blood sugar stabilizing supplement. Ceramide, a foreign invader in the body, has been removed and blood sugar levels have been brought back into equilibrium as a result. It seems that many of the drugs on this list were chosen based on cultural rather than scientific considerations. This means that everyone is in charge of deciding what they're willing to compromise on, and it's up to them to make that decision. It should go without saying that anybody with a history of medical issues should consult with a doctor before taking this medication. Glucofort is not intrinsically harmful, however it should be taken with care due to the possibility of medication interactions. There is no complete explanation of the unique blend available to us in addition to the lack of scientific studies. It has been identified, but no information regarding the concentrations has been supplied. Therefore, finding the greatest value for money, effectiveness, and safety is difficult. The claimed 160-person trial is another issue that has to be clarified. It's unusual for researchers to provide their techniques and conclusions to the public in such great detail, but this is the case here. Considering that Andrew claims to be a psychologist who has reviewed research publications in the past, this is strange. Even the most basic descriptive data may have helped glucofort by providing extra information. To be safe, we advise everyone to perform their own research before placing an order for the foreseeable future. The glucofort team, who are always happy to answer questions, should be contacted if you have any questions on current research or books.